is going to help you out. Hello everyone, it's Brittany back with another video. So what I am bringing to you guys today is going to be super helpful. I know when I first had my daughter, we were trying to figure out one of the biggest things. I did breastfeed for like a month. It just wasn't for me due to like my production was like low and it was frustrating. But now that I am pregnant again with baby number 2, I'm 23 weeks today, so I will be breastfeeding with that baby for sure. This baby will be born in January. So the Dr. Brown's natural flow pitcher is going to be one of the biggest things that helps new moms who are like just trying to figure out a new routine. I'm gonna kind of go over how we do this, and it's pretty simple. It does have measurements on the bottom on the pitcher, which is super great. It goes up to 40 ounces, 1200 milliliters. And then also it is a spin pitcher, so once you are able to put the water and the formula in, it mixes very evenly and it doesn't cause for any air bubbles. Those are the measurements. So it really, you won't really ever run out of space with this. And if you want to make up enough milk, you can always store it and freeze it, or you can just make up enough milk for the entire day, which I know is a really good tactic if you have babysitters or if you have grandparents, friends watching your baby. This allowed us to do it. So I'm just gonna go ahead, get right into it and show you guys exactly how we're making milk. She is now on whole milk completely, thank goodness, because this is pretty expensive. It's like $35 a can or $40 a can, one of those. And new moms, you know how much of this you go through. What we normally would do first is make sure you always have water that is boiled, because you don't want to, you do need a lot of water for this. And I didn't really like using faucet water. If you have filtered water that you can just, we used to have a filtered water system on the faucet, so you could just fill it up that way. But I always boil the water in the morning, and then you can use that water throughout the day. So I have some water here. So I always start with the water first. And if you calculate how much your baby drinks throughout the day, you can kind of do it that way. Or if you don't want to make that much, up to you. So we are going to only make 8 fluid ounces of milk. So that's going to require 8 ounces of water. Belly baby bump. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and pour, eyeball it, and then I'll get down and level it out. A little bit more. Perfect. So that is 8 ounces, and it is really clear on it, so you'll be able to see it when you guys do it yourself. And it's really reasonable. I think this was only like $14 to $20, somewhere in that range. I'll be able to find when I link it. Alrighty, so then you would just take the milk, or the formula, I'm sorry. So if we just did 8 ounces of water, you are then going to do 4 scoops, so it's just half. And it also helps so much that the rim is so big, because as you guys can tell, when I was using this, I would of course have to, after the water is steamed or boiled or whatever, and then even if it is at room temperature, trying to get this scoop in here without wasting formula is probably it was really tough, and I would always waste formula. And if you're doing this at night, or if you didn't have it prepared after a long day, it's just not helpful. And like I said, this was just something that I did, that we chose to do, so it probably wasn't the smartest thing, but it was what we did, because we didn't really think about the coming home making the milk part of it, because we thought we were going to be breastfeeding. So, but yes, I will go ahead and scoop 4 scoops, And I make them packed, not super packed, but leveled to the top, and I shake them off. All right, so that is now in there. And then when I do put this in, like when I get ready to put this in, I always pull it up just so it doesn't get clumpy or anything down there. And if it is clumpy, no worries. This mechanism that they have created will get all the clumps out. And it does lock in place while you are twisting or pumping. So I just go here. And I only spin this around maybe like 10 to 12 times, because after that it really is the same thing as shaking it, but only better because there's no clumps in it. And voila, you have a little bit over 8 ounces of milk prepared. And it was super simple. I love, love, love this. My husband loves this as well because he was on milk duty most of the nights, most of the days, every day, all day. Once we figured out our routine, that was just what worked for us. So this was a lifesaver. So thank you, Dr. Brown's. This is not a sponsored video, but if you would love to sponsor me, reach out. New moms, good luck out there. No worries, it's gonna get easier. I said she was on Nutramigen, and I will link this down below as well. Nutramigen, some of its benefits are brain support, it's for cow's milk allergy, and it manages colic. So she wasn't colicky, but she was fussy a lot just due to constipation, due to gas, and I think this really helped her. Nutramigen, I love you as well. You took care of my baby when my breast milk could not. And thank you, Dr. Brown's. Bye, guys.